Spencer, what was your verdict on the result?
An opportunity missed by a number of squad players. I thought first half we were particularly poor. I made my feelings known at half time. Obviously we left most of the first team out, and it was an opportunity for squad players to stake a claim, and as much in the second half I don't think they've had a shot. It wasn't a great performance really, but it's answered a number of questions for me, and that's the positive. Players that sadly just don't quite have the level that we require at the moment, and these games are important for that. I don't think we were ever in doubt in the second half. As I said, I don't think they've had an attempt on goal, but the first half we were too open, and players that should be better weren't. So it was a good exercise, but a frustrating exercise, because we should have been better than that. And you know, I've made the players very clear on what we're requiring this season, and we move on to Staines, and we've got to be much better than that.
Still, you must be pleased you're through to the next round of the Cup.
Yeah, of course you always want to win every game, but we had a strong squad team out there. Obviously we made a huge amount of changes, and I've had to protect, you know, a large chunk of the first team, and we put people in to see out the game. You know, we put Adam Bryce up centre forward for 15-20 minutes and Josh Webb at left back, just to protect people. But the reality was I was disappointed. A lot of people have come to me to say that they're good enough to be in the starting 11 or to get a deal here at Farnborough, and I'm afraid a lot of them have shown tonight that they're not good enough, because I give Cows a lot of credit. They worked really hard, and certainly in the first half they caused us a few problems. But the reality to it is that they are a number of levels below us, and we should have been a lot better. And of course we ran the game, particularly in the second half, but that doesn't mean it's any better than a par performance. So give Cows some credit. As I said, particularly in the first half, but I'm disappointed for a number of people who said that they would prove a point tonight, and they didn't.
You say you're disappointed, but what was the most pleasing aspect of the performance?
Dan Bennett, no question. Quite simply, he's at the end of his short-term deal. I'm about to speak to him, but he laid down a marker, but he's got to be doing that week in, week out. I thought Dan Bennett was excellent. Good to see Darryl Saw come back from injury and play. But besides that, it was a struggle. I thought Paul Rogers, you know, he wanted to stay on, and I thought he did quite well. But obviously the keeper hasn't had much to do. A couple of shots in the first half, but yeah, there wasn't a lot else that was there. I thought Dan Pearce did okay, but the quality, we weren't holding the ball up in the first half, and as I said, it was very disappointing from that perspective. But in the disappointments come lessons for me, and we don't run a reserve, so it was a good opportunity. And yes, we won the game, and we won the game very comfortably without getting out of second gear. But we should have been a lot better than that, a lot more ruthless. But you learn from these type of games, and from that perspective, it's helped me out with decisions I now need to make.
Next up, you visit Staines on Saturday. What are your thoughts going into the game?
Well, it's a massive game because it's FA Cup the week after. So when I last looked, Wealdstone were beating Whitehawk. So this league is going to be 3 points from bottom and 3 points from about 6th. So it's a massive game that we've got to try and get something out of. We owe Staines. We haven't. They've had a bit of a mark on us recently. They're not in the best form at home. However, they're very fast starters. They scored 2 to start on Sutton in the first 5 minutes. They scored 2 early doors against Boreham Wood and beat them at home. So they're a very good side. Surface will be fantastic as usual, and it's a game that we've got to be really positive in before we go off into the FA Cup. So, you know, we look forward to it, but we're trained tomorrow night. It's going to be a hard session, and there's competition for places, and that's a good thing. But a very difficult game, and you know, we look forward to going just, you know, down the road to play Staines.
You mentioned the FA Cup. Farnborough have been drawn away to Brackley. What are your thoughts on that tie?
What we expect, isn't it, at Farnborough? Let's be blunt. You know, it's every year, so no one should be surprised. And obviously, it's thrown up a situation with Brackley, which we've come together in the last few days a lot, and there's some issues that we're not very happy with. So that's given it a little bit of an edge as well. Surface is good, but it's what we should expect here at Farnborough. I think someone said the last 4 years we've been conference clubs away or home. Eastleigh at home, I think, was our best tie. So very difficult tie. Good pitch, and you know, we've got to go there and be positive and try and get through. You know, we shouldn't have expected any different. That's what we get at this club, and we've got to get on with it. And it's a winnable tie, no question. We played pre-season there last year, so a few of us know about it. It's difficult to get them scouted. They're away at Bradford, But you know, I've already spent some time trying to find out a little bit about them. But it's a winnable game, and it's the FA Cup, so we're excited about that. But we've got to worry about Staines first and foremost, and make sure we go into this break with a good result behind us and some more points on the table, and then we'll start to worry about the FA Cup next week.
Okay, well done on the win. Good luck Saturday.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.